Okay, we're going to get started on the call. We had some questions sent in that we're going to try to go over, and we'll open it up at the end for any questions that anybody has. So let's get started. All of my distributors and loyal customers seem to be dropping off. Okay, there's an equation of the number of people that you bring into your business that are actually going to stay there. I think Kenny knows this one better than I do. Is it 20%, something like that?
Yeah, it seems to be about 20%. I don't really remember exactly.
So, not everybody that you bring into your business is going to stay there forever. So, just be prepared to always be, trying to find new people and new customers. Loyal customers seem to order for about 4 to 7 months. So, you gotta assume that they're not going to stay there forever. Also, you need to get them on supplements, because if they're not on the supplements, they're likely not to stay loyal customers at all. Our general rule is that don't let your loyal customers order wraps 3 months in a row, because then they're going to cancel right after their third month. Because ask yourself the question of, do you wrap every single week? 4 wraps a month. Do you consistently use 4 wraps a month? When we ask rooms full of people this question, usually there's not one person in the room that will raise their hand that says they consistently use 4 wraps in a month. So you can't assume that your customers are going to do that. So if they order wraps, they're going to have a stack of wraps at the end of that third month, and they're just going to cancel. So try to contact them before their second auto ship runs and suggest greens to help them get better results with the wraps. Question next.
I'll mute this quick.
Okay, let me mute the call. There's a lot of background noise.
Okay.
If you need to unmute yourself to ask a question about something that's going on, press *6, and then you'll be able to talk to us. So, the next question is, I do not have money for Blitz cards. And that is not a problem these days, because we are actually telling people that you don't need Blitz cards, a big stack of Blitz cards to blitz people anymore. Go to the dollar store, Walmart, wherever, and get a lanyard. Those are the things that have a clip on them. And clip a Blitz card to that lanyard and wear it everywhere you go. And people will ask that. And then when they ask, you say, oh, this is my last coupon, but if you give me your number, I'll text you a coupon. Then you take a picture of the front and the back, and you get their number, and you text it to them. And then you just gave them a coupon and got their contact information, so you can follow up with them through a text message. So that is huge. So, yeah, you don't need to spend the money on the Blitz cards. You only need one, and I think your kit comes with like 4 or 5 of them, so that's good to go. Did you want to elaborate on that at all, Kenny?
No, sounds good.
Okay. I want to Blitz, but I don't have money for gas. That's, well, I don't know where you live, I guess, but just getting out and talking to people however you can. If you live in the city, get out and walk. If you need to get a ride to the mall, post on Facebook. Is anybody going to the mall today that could give me a ride? Anything you got to do to get in front of people. You can virtually blitz people online. That just requires that you have internet, and you can talk to millions of people about the product. So that's an option if you don't have gas money to get anywhere.
I'm talking to people, but I'm not building. that one I would suggest is talking to more people. Literally, talk to more people. It's a game of odds, game of numbers, and the more people that you talk to, odds are the more people that will be joining your business. That's just the way it works.
I just want to tell you that I sent messages to about, I would say, 35 people in the last couple days that had liked a post on our Facebook page about starting their own business. And out of all of those people, I'm talking to about 3 or 4 of them that are actually responding back to me. So that just goes to show you that was a lot of people that I had to contact before I even got these 3 or 4 people that are interested. So lots of people will build your business, and you got to network. So just get out there and find people that have similar interests to you, whether you're doing it in person or online. Find people that have a similar interest to you and strike up a conversation about your similar interests. Never lead with your business, because that's going to flick on that salesman switch in their head, and they're going to stop listening to you, and you're not going to get anywhere with them. So network. Find people that have interests similar to you. Talk to them about those interests. Your business naturally will come into the conversation, and then that's your green light to go ahead and tell them about it. They will ask you questions. When they ask you questions, do not puke information onto them, which means don't say, oh, it works global, and we have this crazy rap thing, and we have a $10,000 bonus, so if you join me for $99 and follow the 3 steps to success, you're going to get these bonuses and blah, 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 blah. They have no idea what you're talking about, so just keep it real simple. The less you can say, the better, because the more questions they're going to ask you, and that gives you an opportunity to talk more about yourself and your business. And also, always try to say things back to them, ending with a question, so that way it keeps the conversation going. So if you say you're talking to people, but your business isn't growing, then you need to be talking to more people, because when you talk to people, your business, it just grows. It does. It seems to happen. So if you're having problems building, you just need to talk to more people. That's the secret.
Do you pay for network training systems or training?
We do. We pay for trainings, like when we go to boot camps and things like that. You have to pay for them, and they're well worth it. Networking training, I paid for a training with Bob Goshen. I don't know if anybody knows who he is, but he's like a really very intelligent network marketer, and he did a call series. I paid $100 for it. I got his book, a CD, a workbook to go along with it, and then he did calls every week for 6 weeks. And that's actually how I learned to network. He gives amazing tips on never letting people back out of the conversation with an excuse. So that was one that I did spend money on, and I feel that it was very, very beneficial to my business. I don't exactly remember what that was called, but if anybody is interested in it, you can message me, and I'll get the name of that for you.
I feel that there's a lot of good information on entrepreneur.com.
That's free.
That's free. Go on there and you can search any topic that you're looking for, networking or building online or just talking to people. There's a lot of good information on there, through that. As for trainings, get to any training that you can, whether it be a one team, one mission. I know a lot of you are probably thinking that a lot of the one team, one mission is going over things that you already know, the steps to success, the party pad. A lot of you already know this, but the really valuable part of these trainings is connecting with people, connecting with
other people that are in your area.
Right, connecting with other people in your area. You can, talk to them about what's working for them, what's not, get ideas from each other.
We're very one team, one mission, so everybody, whenever we go to a networking meeting in Wisconsin, people always come up to us and they're like, you guys live in Crandon. it's such a small town. How do you build your business there? And then we tell them how we build our business. And, you know, you may find people at your One Team, One Mission that have some tips for you that are working for them in your area. So make sure, you know, One Team, One Missions, any trainings that are held, boot camps. I know that they're all in Florida this year, but if you need a vacation and you can afford it, try to go. They're going to change your business. Conference next year is an absolute must if you want to make $10,000 a month. Get to the corporate events. There's a reason that people that go to corporate events make a lot of money. It's because the corporate events really change you and change your business. So, next one.
Every time I post, people choose to go with someone else who was constantly referred. I would say find a different group of people. Find different groups.
Yeah, if you seem to be in competition with other It Works distributors with where you're posting things, find places to post where there's not competition. There's lots and lots of Facebook pages and groups and online forums and anything you can imagine online. There's people out there that are not in those areas trying to build their business. So yeah, get out there and do that. So just if you're having trouble competition-wise and they're going with other people, just pull yourself out of that situation and go somewhere else.
Okay. Facebook is overwhelmed with It Works distributors. It's not a good place to market. There's no truth in that whatsoever. We find people every day through Facebook that have never heard of It Works.
And even if they have, sometimes they say, oh, yeah, I've heard of that. And I always say, have you tried it? The answer is usually no. So, you know, it's a good thing if people are hearing about It Works. It's you know, creating awareness. So, yeah, just start back to that question back there of I'm talking to people, but I'm not building. You need to talk to more people. So get out there and talk. Be the one that's talking to everybody, and your business will explode as long as you're giving them the right information and you're being the people that they want to associate themselves with. You're gonna get people to join your business. So
my friends are tired of me posting.
This is a huge one that we always go over on our trainings because we see it a lot. We have a rather big team now, and we see every day, every hour, posting before and after pictures, posting become a loyal customer, join my team for $99, get a $10,000 bonus. These things are not effective marketing, and your friends are going to get tired of seeing them. The way that you should be using your personal profile is by showing them how the products and the business are changing your life, your customers' lives. This is what's effective. Posting things that corporate posts on their global page is okay once in a while, but people do get tired of seeing it. So we always tell people post things that are going to pull people in. So if you sold 3 wraps and use the money to go get a mani-pedi, post that on Facebook. And that's going to pull people into your business because somebody is going to be watching that and seeing that and going, hey, I don't have money for a mani-pedi. I wish I could get one. They're going to contact you and they're going to say, okay, tell me more about this wrap business because you went and got a mani-pedi the other day and I don't have money to do that. So tell me more about how I can have money to go to get a mani-pedi. Groceries. If your commission check or a fast start bonus helped you pay for groceries, post that on Facebook. There's people out there struggling with money. That's going to talk to them, not join my team for $99 and get a $10,000 bonus. So make it personal. We call them lifestyle posts. Post how this business is changing your life and pull people in. We posting how the business is changing our lives. We've done it since I've started this business, and that's what works. So occasional before and after pictures are great, but more posting about your life and how it works is changing your life in a positive way is what's going to make people that you're posting to on Facebook more interested in the business.
How does me posting on my personal page about life affect my business? I don't post on there much because I don't know where the happy medium is.
Posting about life is a good thing. You want to show people that you're human, so, put pictures of your kids, your cat, whatever you're doing up there, but make sure they're positive posts. Don't air your dirty laundry out on Facebook. You want to be seen in a professional manner to people. So, if you're fighting with your neighbor about something and you're pissed off, it's probably not the best idea to post that on Facebook and start complaining about that, just because it looks bad. So, your Facebook page is your Facebook page, and you can do whatever you want. Our advice is to always try to keep everything you post on Facebook positive.
Here's the next question. I only get 5 hours of sleep. I'm working a full-time job, have kids, and doing other businesses. I'm not trying to kill myself. Once it's not fun anymore, I will quit. Is this, are these excuses, or are they, your why? Do you not want to work so many businesses? Do you want to have more time for yourself? I mean, that's your why.
You can't use your why as an excuse. Decide, is it my why or is it my excuse? And if it's not fun anymore and you're not wanting to do it, then quit, because this isn't going to work if you're constantly complaining that this is getting in the way of your job or your kids or whatever. But I'm going to tell you that if you quit and use these things as an excuse, you're never going to make the money that you're dreaming of, because you're going to be stuck in your situation. So decide, is it worth it or is it not? Personally, if you've heard our story, I used to run an in-home daycare. I worked 12 hours a day, and when I was done, I made supper, I cleaned up the house, I put my kids to bed, and then I worked for a few more hours after that. Why? Because I wanted to be sitting where I'm sitting today, and it worked. So that's all I have to say on that.
I'm learning networking, following up as much as I can without bugging people. Buying a domain name, people show they are interested, but keep giving excuses.
I guess this one's just about following up, I guess. Don't feel like you're bugging people. If they've shown interest in the product or the business, you deserve the right to follow up with them. I think that is one thing that people really need to get over, is feeling like you're bothering people when you follow up. There's people that send me messages wanting me to buy something from them, or, gosh, we get people all the time wanting us to donate money to this cause or whatever. And, I don't usually respond to them, and they follow up with me, and I don't get mad about it. I just say, we have a lot of people. I get invited to fancy parties and stuff all the time. I get invited to a lot of these things. So I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna buy anything from your party, or I'm not gonna donate to your cause or your charity or whatever it is. It's okay to keep following up with people on a regular basis until they tell you no. Once they say no, then you need to back off a little bit. Even when people say no, sometimes we'll give it a month or two, and we'll just send them another message and say, have you found the work from home job that you were looking for yet? Most of the time they say no, and then I say, well, are you interested in talking about it works now? And sometimes they say, yes, I am. So, yeah, if you're not following up, you're missing out on leads that could change your business. So just make sure you're not feeling like you're bothering people.
Someone's looking for ideas on breaking people in Colorado. She says that she attended a one team, one mission, and even they said it's difficult to find people there.
They have teams growing in Colorado pretty rapidly, so if it's not something that the people that are in your immediate circle are wanting to do, move on past them. Find other people. There's lots of people in Colorado. Not everyone is going to be turned off by it work. So this just goes back to talking to more people. Talk. Start networking with people. you're having a hard time in your immediate area, which is okay if you are, there's, like we said, lots of people online. Maybe you want to look at going at it in that way.
We've kind of dealt with this also on our own team. There seems to be a lot of companies out there with a lot of health products and a lot of different health products, and there does seem like there's a lot of people on different products, and don't worry about not trying to convert them over. Don't worry about trying to convert them over to using your product. I mean, there's more people than just them. You just have to find them. I mean, and that comes down to talking to more people. Utah, I have a ton of potentials, but can't get them to commit. That we kind of covered that already.
Talk to more people. What tools should I use when talking to a potential distributor? Your own personal interests are great. Try to relate to whoever you're talking to, because once you have a connection with them, it's easier to talk to them. It's easier for them to trust you. And your tool is going to be what the business gave you, and that is the steps to success. Show them how easy the business is. We follow these 3 steps every single month, and that's how we make money. I'm liking, commenting, following on Instagram, but I'm not getting any in return or any interest.
I would say for that, are you searching hashtags that are really popular? Because if that's what you're doing, I would suggest not doing that anymore, and start searching hashtags that you can relate with, that you have a common interest with people. Recently, for me, in the past week, I went ice fishing with my family, so I started searching ice fishing hashtags, and I've connected with a lot of people that way, and gained a lot more followers through a common interest like that. When they can come to your profile and see that they share a common interest with you, they will interact back on your pictures. Try not to be so generic with your comments. Actually look at the picture and write something engaging on their picture.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with Kenny. I like cooking, so I will search what I'm eating, what I'm cooking, those types of hashtags, and comment, like, interact, follow these people, and not 100% of them are going to follow you back. There's some people on Instagram that are just there for people to interact with them. They're not interested in interacting with other people. So don't be offended if not everybody that you interact and follow does the same in return. But if you're genuine and you strike up a conversation with somebody, they're gonna follow you back, and there's where your interest will come from. People that have a common interest with you. This is, I don't know if you caught that, but this is a reoccurring theme. Take your interests and turn them into business for you. And that seems to be about it. So
we're going to open up the call for questions. We'll let you know if there is any. Just give us a second to unmute. Okay, everyone should be unmuted now. Does anybody have any questions?
No questions here, but awesome advice. Learned a few new things. You guys are awesome.
Okay. I guess then we'll end it there.
Thank you, guys.
If you guys think of something, you can message us or whatever. So
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. I hope we helped.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.